Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Extra Thoughts. Today we will be, looking at and roasting each other's MyAnimeList reviews. We'll be starting with mine, and then we'll be looking at Ray Earth's. So let me go ahead and. Alright, this isn't
That
really
don't
that.
know,
What? Sorry?
I was just gonna talk. For those that don't know, MyAnimeList is a wonderful website where you can keep up to date with all the information of your anime and manga gathering habits. It's a cute little platform where you can also see others and make friends if you'd like. There's discussion boards and all that other jazz, but I mostly just use it as a catalog. When you start collecting so much, it's hard to keep up.
Yes. So the page I have open up right now isn't really that helpful. So I guess we can just go down to. Guess you can see how much of a weeb I am. I've watched almost 100 days. I've wasted. No, I've wasted almost 100 days of my life watching anime.
And you
And
have wasted 100 days of your life reading manga at an
yeah,
average reading pace.
and I guess I'm. Would you say I'm quite mean or quite cynical with my mean score, considering they're
Uh,
both around the 6.5?
I think that's pretty average. In fact, it's just above
Yeah, it's
average, you
just
know?
above average, but that means I read a bunch of garbage. I read and
Yeah,
watch a
you
bunch of
do.
garbage.
You do.
Wow, I've rewatched and reread a bunch of stuff now that I look at it. Rewatched
Yeah.
76 series and reread 64 series. Goodness.
I'm pretty sure I have zeros in both of those.
You just, as soon as you finish a volume, just chuck it in the trash.
No, I keep it for
Sorry,
others.
as soon as you finish a series, you just chuck it on the shelf, never to touch it again.
No, I touch them. I look at them and say, I've read this, and then I put it back.
Lol. Okay. I guess we can look at my favorite anime and manga. I have my top 10 right here.
Trying to get there. Wish I could just see what you was. There it is. So you're starting with anime, of course. Obviously, we'll start with what is highest, which is.
The I guess it's kind of weird. It's not really it's an anime, but at the same time it's not really an anime.
Mhm.
The Daikon 4 opening animation is like a I believe it's 8 minutes long, and I did a whole college project researching the whole thing and explaining on how complex it was, and like I believe only 8. It was either 8 or 12 people worked on the whole thing, but it's so
It is a really
beautiful.
cool advertisement.
Yeah, it was an advertisement for a convention.
And for those that go to conventions, if you've ever seen like a bunny girl just kind of flying around other uh, name brand properties like fighting, Star Wars, and all that jazz, that's it. And it is really cool. Um, I just, giving it a 10, come on.
I hey
No,
I
it's great. 100% 10 out of 10 do support.
Yeah, we'll go over the scores that I gave all this stuff later. Um, Next is Gurren Lagann. It wasn't I think the reason it's so high, or why I consider it I guess my favorite show, is because it wasn't my first show. It wasn't my first anime, but it was the first one that I felt was like, wow, I'm gonna be a weeb if I keep watching this stuff.
And they're not wrong yet.
I mean, come on. There's so many good moments in Gurren Lagann. How can anyone dislike it, even though you only watched it like last year?
It made me sad. I didn't like things that made me sad, so I gave up on them. I still wanted to give up on it watching it. To let everyone know, I went to a convention once that was just playing random episodes of anime. And they just so happened to playing the eighth episode of Gurren Lagann. And I was just like, I'll look at this. And 20 minutes later, I'm crying for a man who just had an episode of flashbacks. That was it. And I was like, wow, this sucks. I could never. But I did, and it's great. And I did enjoy that show. It was a lovely time.
Um, Next is Steins Gate. Steins Gate is just amazing. I it would take me a while to go into why I love Steins Gate so much. Konosuba, I just find I haven't experienced a funnier show, I guess.
With
Keon
all
was
the
just
merchandise we have of it, like
that's
I've
true. I have on my desk just right now. I have let's see. There's Nendoroid Union, Nendoroid Aqua, um, the super expensive Bunny Union, super expensive Bunny Megamine, um,
wow, way to shed the wealth, my guy.
and then there's all those pictures we have downstairs and figures downstairs. So
Shout
yeah,
out to that artist who has populated our house.
hey, she's amazing.
You want to say the name? Because I always forget.
Brown Rabbits, I believe is her name.
Exactly. Brown
Yeah.
Rabbits. She's a great artist, and I love her dad. If you ever got mail from her, it's cute as heck.
Okay.
All right, on to the less stellar stuff that's not perfect.
What? Not perfect.
Well, you gave it a 9 instead of a 10, so that's obviously not perfect.
Oh, I only gave K-On! Season 2 a 9? Okay. Okay.
Oh, oh my
Well,
god, you put your girls so low.
I just found it fun to watch. K-On! Was just a fun, enjoyable, fun to watch, and I really only put it up so high because I enjoy the music.
You do. You actually know the songs. I'm just there. I'm like,
Uh,
I like that drummer.
yeah, you can shut up about Ritsu.
She's the best of the series. She's best girl.
Next, I guess another musical show, a lot more edgier than K-On! Is Beck, the Mongolian Chop Squad. That
And if
yes,
who does the songs for that one again? Is
uh,
it Beat Crusaders?
yeah, the Beat Crusaders does the opening for Beck.
They also do all the music in the show. So
What a good show!
it's a really fun show. It has a very old style to it, but like it sticks to it throughout the whole time and it's just really fun. It does have a manga that existed at one point. It was produced by Tokyo Pop because I can see it right now, and I'm just like, oh, so that's why I'm never gonna own the whole series.
Hey, we're still looking,
We are. We have
still looking.
two, three, four, five, and eight. We're doing great.
There's let me just click on it real quick. There are, I believe it's finished. Adaptation Beck. There's that dog. Yeah, there's 34 volumes.
I'm sure they translated it completely into the English language, so I can own the whole thing eventually.
The
Yep.
series was published in English as Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. Due to their license expiring, Tokyopop only published 12 volumes.
I will never own this series to its completion, but that is okay. I accept this, but I want them all. Well, let's see. Less musically inclined. What do we got here?
Dr. Stone is my next favorite. Um, I think that just comes from me studying a lot of chemistry in college, and even though a lot of Dr. Stone is quite out there when it comes to the science, it's just fun to watch. And I guess the same thing goes for I guess liking an older a genre, not an older genre, but a genre focused on older characters. That's also just as funny as Konosuba is Grand Blue.
Finally, an anime about drinking that I can get behind. I actually can't get behind it because it's just funny.
It's
All can
insanely
be.
funny.
And it has a great opening. It's so fun to listen to.
Uh,
People should watch this. It should be more popular. I should get more animations for it.
it should be more
Dude,
popular. Next is something I have not convinced anyone else to watch. Strictly, I think, because the people in it speak so fast. Um,
is it Tatami Galaxy, but
yeah,
you
it's
can't read it
Tatami
because it's not written
Galaxy.
like that?
I don't know why the name escaped me, but yes,
It's okay.
Tatami
I was looking at it.
Galaxy. I love Tatami Galaxy so much.
And I would love to watch it. However, I am slow and they are fast. Much too fast.
And then I guess finally for my 10th favorite anime, I really couldn't come up with one. I'll probably have to come back at some point to fix it. I put Ghost Stories, and I think obviously not the Japanese Ghost Stories.
Obviously, it's the English dub. That thing's iconic.
Yes, if you haven't watched the Ghost Stories English dub, you, what animes are you watching?
Something with class and real story. But hey,
No, 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 no. You haven't watched true hilarity. I guess watch
I,
out for the language in it though.
it is
The
dated, but like,
those voice actors were given no restraint. The cat is the best character though.
oh, I've
Uh,
looked at quite a lot of high numbers. Let's get down a little lower, see what we got down there.
well, I gotta go over my favorite manga real quick.
We could just look at the ratings, right?
All right, since we're doing that, I'll go back. I'll just go strictly to the anime score.
Hmm. Trying to see if there's anything odd.
Okay, Gurren Lagann, Daikon, Ava. Ava definitely deserves a 9. Berserk,
Did you
not.
just say Ava? Like, no, that thing is trash.
You see, everyone. This is why we need to bully Ray because she thinks Neon Genesis is trash.
I'm sorry, it's just so overrated. It had its place, it had its time, but watching it now, I'm just like, I'm gonna have a stroke in the last 4 episodes because they just feel like flashing anything of value of their story up for point 0.2 seconds. And I hate this fucking kid. He's so annoying. Anyway, I don't think it's that great. I think it was a good time to exist, but
Just
Pin
stop.
Pin is the best.
Just stop digging your hole. Just stop digging your hole. You just
There's
you
no
just
hole.
keep digging it
There's
deeper.
no hole. There's
Eventually,
nothing
you're
I've
just gonna
dug.
start filling it in. You're just gonna bury yourself.
Listen, only scrubs enjoy that show. Except for Pin Pin. He can always be perfect because
Okay,
he's a boy.
another well-deserved 9 is the original Berserk anime. Yes.
I don't care about Berserk. That
Yeah.
one I can say I'm
Yeah,
digging a
watch
hole
it.
there, but
Yeah. Yeah, she also doesn't like she also refuses to read Berserk, and it took some very hard convincing to watch the original Berserk anime. That was
sat in the room.
just stop. Just I covered for you on that one and you just
No.
decided to dig a hole.
As Berserk. I agree. It I feel has better storytelling than Neon, but I don't know. There's things in it that I just don't want to be pervy of seeing, you know? These eyes are too clean. They don't need that.
She opened the first page of volume one and was like, I'm turn I'm burning it all. Like, come on, man.
Caught on fire, what can I say? Too pure.
GTO, hilarious. Also well deserved 9. The both openings are amazing and the story is hilarious. Um how could you hate Perfect Blue? I think that's an easily a 9. What do you think? It's almost like the an o I was gonna yeah, it's almost like an older Oshinoko. Like not at all, but kind of. In just the way it like tells how weird and awful an idol's life can be.
It is true. It does cover a lot of those idle topics that no one likes to think or talk about out loud because it's like, yes, it's happening, but we'd rather focus on the pretty dresses and the fun poppy songs. And
Yeah.
obviously this one covers it very well for something that was growing and blooming during the time. Now we're in a time where it's very consistent, very saturated, if you will. And so having this Oshinoko come out fits totally to what it is now. So, if anything, it's kind of like a sequel to the negative effects of idol industry.
And I'm sorry, the stalker guy in Perfect Blue is
Hmm.
like miles more disturbing than the stalker in Oshinoko.
Well, yeah. So that is another thing of the older version is that there is that kind of extreme that exists, but there's also just regular looking people that
I know,
just
I know.
go off the deep
I'm
end.
just
So.
saying. I'm not like saying one's worse than the other. I'm just saying like the guy in Perfect Blue is just he's so creepy looking, and he's just supposed to be a normal guy.
Mhm.
Oh wow, that's another 9 that I know you're gonna dig your hole in. It's Clannad After Story.
I don't like the pair he ended up with. What can I say? I'm a Kyo stan. That was a weird noise. You okay?
Okay, well you at least agree with I gave Famab a 9.
I'm fine with that. I love Brotherhood. And I love having the series. It took me a while to buy the whole thing, but I got it.
Okay, what about the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya?
So I watched that. I did see the entirety of this thing, but I was young and I may have forgotten all of it, which happens. You know, you watch something and you grow up and you're like, yeah, I watched that. And now I don't really know what's in it. So I guess
No,
that
no,
could
no,
be
no,
a
no, no, no.
rewatch for
Wait.
me.
Not the melancholy, the disappearance, the movie.
Once again, watched it, did not remember any of it.
Oh,
Like, if you put it in front of me, I'll be like, yes, I have seen this before. Do I remember it? No.
oh, okay.
Yeah, like both statements cover anything with Haruhi, because I watched a lot of it, and then I forgot it all. Maybe I fell on my head. Who knows?
JoJo. I'm more of a JoJo stan and fan than you, so I gave 1 and 3 9s. I'm pretty sure I gave all of JoJo a 9.
Well, I'm more interested in what you have on lower. I'm going to sevens.
Okay, fine. We can. I'll start skimming. Uh, March comes in like a lion. I gave a 9. I think that's fair.
I love March comes in like a lion. It's so peaceful. I'm just gonna go whatever is at the top of the eight and mention it. Trigon, Excellent. Wonderful. Where did they put Millie in the new one? That's all I gotta know. You know?
I'm gonna start at the. We're gonna go to the very bottom. Okay, wait. That's stuff I plan to watch. Never mind. We're gonna go to stuff I've rated. Okay. Boku no Pico, I gave a one. I think that's pretty fair.
We're gonna ignore that and go to Danganronpa!
Okay, I gave that a two.
Gross. You have Euphoria on your list.
Okay, well that we had like a watch party where I think it was us and like five other people watched Euphoria because we never heard anything. Well, all we knew is that it was like the grossest thing ever, and it was,
Uh-huh.
and it deserves that too.
Uh,
It deserves
uh,
it, just like this
Like
thing.
Danganronpa 3, why you hate?
Why I hate? Because it
Yeah.
it messes up the whole story of Danganronpa.
I didn't think it messed it up too bad.
It really did. If you rewatch it, it was cool seeing
No,
it animated, but seeing all of them older and animated, but it made a lot of new plot holes.
I mean the story is just one big silly thing. I think it's fun. I think it deserves more than you left it. But whatever. I'm looking
Fine.
at other things down here and I'm gonna be honest, there's so many Japanese titles that I don't think I've ever seen, so
Okay, I gave
uh,
Umaru-chan a 3.
solid. I watched one episode and couldn't handle it. You watched all 12. Proud of you. I see you
I,
dropped Nisekoi. Smart choice. Smart choice.
I
Trash
may have dropped a
man.
Nisekoi after 12 episodes, but I read the end of the manga just to see who he ended up with.
And you realized what trash of a pick he made. So good job on not watching all of it. Very proud of that.
I don't even remember what made me drop the show. I just got I think I just got tired of new people getting introduced. I was like, okay, I'm fine with these two. And then Blue Girl came, and then
Well,
Red Girl came, and I was just like, how many people have a freaking heart locket?
it's true. It's such an odd town where everyone seems to have a locket and he just happens to have a key.
And he refuses to use it.
No, he uses it and then it breaks. He breaks it.
Oh, he breaks it. Oh,
Yeah, in one of the locks.
you see, that's how much I care. I just don't care.
Sorry, I had a friend, we were reading that at the same time, and at one point I gave up because I was like, this isn't going the way I want it to. So I'm done. And it was a smart choice because in the end, he picked wrong. So, best friend, first crush, shoulda won. Onodera for the win. She
Okay,
deserved it.
random, random, random.
I like seeing the Junji Ito collection down here at 4, I will be honest.
I love his work. It's just why was it fumbled so bad when it was animated?
Uh, his work banks on the scare of a turn of a page, and it's kind of hard to animate that because it's just like, oh, it's getting shown. I think there was only one in there that truly kind of spooked me, and it was the window one because that one was a flash back and forth to things, which was as close as you can get to the horror that he writes. Um, but yeah, no, it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
I kind of enjoy Hajime no Gal, but I can't watch the friend, the friend that's like overweight.
I guess. No, but I guess.
I don't know. I he's I'm not gonna talk about it in a video. He's just gross.
Next up on this list, I see another four that I agree with, which is
Orange.
orange.
I'm like, I know you're not going to talk about Akiba Strip and the Akashic Records thing.
I'm going straight to
Or
orange. That show is so.
Orange. I can't
I
believe how. I think it has like a 7 or an 8 officially. It's got a 7.62.
like I get wanting to save your friend. I 100% support it when you can. However, I don't like the way the show went about introducing us to the future people and their children that are now just kind of gone in the future that they're gonna make.
Yeah, they killed
So
off a baby. That baby is dead.
so there's just some things that I was just at the end I was like, ew. Onward and upward, as they say.
It's your mouse pad.
I don't need to talk about Kiznaiver. That anime ruined a band, so I feel like
It's
it's
true. They
cemented
had
its.
such a awesome opening, and then the band broke up. Not, I don't think because of it, but the band broke up right after this anime came out. Uh, it could have been such a good show, but like, I think it was after the third episode, they were just like, yeah, we're gonna have like 5 love triangles between this group of 6 people. Sounds like a
Mm.
good idea. No, bad idea. And I was like, dumb. But also, the protagonist, the white haired guy, like when you think of I guess like a harem protagonist, what's one of the first traits that comes to mind?
Hair and eyes. Wait, what was the
Like
question?
personality traits of like a harem anime protagonist.
Basic.
Basic.
They have nothing going for them, and for some reason, women want them.
Okay, what I was trying to get you to say was like oh
Man,
now
you don't
I
even know what
yeah
you
I
were
know
gonna
I
say.
can't like thick headed,
Confident.
not confident, but like I just started hating him so much because the girl with the pink hair has a crush on him for some reason,
Hmm.
and the guy with the white hair is like, I like the girl with the blue hair. I'm gonna start hanging out with her or crushing on her. And so the girl with the pink hair, who's been making food for him this whole time, is like, okay, well, I guess I'll stop doing that because why flirt for him and giving gifts if he's not gonna get with me? And then the next episode, he's like, I wonder why she's not making me lunch anymore. I'm just like, no, I'll finish watching it, but I'm done. I'm so done.
Uh, dense people, aren't they?
That's the
But
word I was looking
sure.
for. Dense.
It's literally every love triangle in anime ever, so that could have been anyone, but it's in there. Oh. Let's see. Up next, uh, a lot of basic stuff. You do have quite a lot of lists. Some of these, do they even need to be here? Really? Did you really watch them?
Yes.
Uh,
There's one that'll
mm,
make people angry. That I
what?
dropped the quintuplets after 5 episodes.
I'm happy you dropped it.
I was just like, no. Because
I just don't like the fact that five women want this one dude, and they're all sisters. And I don't think it's all of them. I really don't. But since I refuse to really get into it, I won't know. I guess I could read a synopsis.
I was just like, I read some of the. I can't remember the title of the series. It was like, why can't we
Quintessential
study?
quintuplets.
and it was basically just about tutoring girls that like him again. And I was like, I feel like I'm reading the or watching the same thing, just they're all sisters instead of friends. So I'm out.
Yeah. I guess if you're a tutor, those shows really, really sync well with you. You know? You really feel like you're getting something out of it. Let's
I'm
see
surprised
things
how
I don't.
high I put SAO.
You see SAO?
SAO is a number. SAO is a 5. I gave it a 5. That's fine. The original SAO, that's fine. I guess a 5 is okay.
I mean, technically, that part also includes the weird sister stuff.
Yeah, but the sisters, she's a cousin.
Oh, yeah, sorry, cousin that they live with, and she grows up around him as if he was a brother. Whatever.
Hey,
Who
it's Kill
cares?
Me Baby. I watched one episode and then dropped it and gave it a
But you
5.
gave it a 5. The
Just
opening,
because the opening.
the opening has so much more of a story than the show itself.
And,
I like the opening, it's true. It's annoying and funny, but
bruh, more in. There's a lot of stuff I gave 5s to. Pokemon Movie 11. Pokemon Movie 10. Pokemon Movie 8. Pokemon Movie 3.
hey, the one with Darkrai is pretty fire though. How could you do that to me?
Pokemon Movie 8 is Mew to Hadu no Yusha Lucario.
Yeah, I was like, it's the Lucario Mew one. I also like that one. You gave the Entei movie a 5? Wow, trash take.
Who cares about that one? There's a girl
I.
whose dad is an Entei.
How cool is that?
That's weird.
I. That'd be so cool, bro.
Talk
You have
about
a legendary dad.
you have a furry legendary Pokemon father. What in the world?
Listen, if he cares for that family and provides me a castle, I'm not questioning anything, man. Got whatever I wanted. That's all that matters.
There's the worst show of was it last year or the year before? I don't know why I gave it a 6. I'm gonna put it in like a 3. Nagatoro.
Mm, Nagatoro? Wow. Yeah, no, you did not like that one. I'm surprised you watched it at all.
I don't like the the dynamic between the two.
It is toxic. It's not a great start for a relationship, but they made it work.
Yeah, they made
It's
it
not
work
me
all
though.
right. They made it work all right.
Man, I took you to that slime movie and you only gave it a 6.
You said it was
Valid.
like a 6.
Yeah. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I just felt like they could have made permanent stakes more so at the end, but whatever. It was cute. Now I can't go and watch more until I go and hang out with my dad again.
um, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know why Aramanga Sensei is so high.
Oh yeah, you do. You like that show. Trash man.
There's one to make people
Trash man.
angry. Put Erased at a 6. I firmly stand that Erased is the only good thing about Erased is the opening.
Yeah, but I feel like the reason you don't like it is because of the opening.
Okay, the opening song, awesome. The opening spoils the whole show. The idea for the whole show is very interesting. The way it's done, I so stupid.
Well, maybe I'll choose to watch it one day, but for now,
And then he gets cucked
on
at
the
the
back
end.
burner.
Uh,
Mm.
that's all fair. That's all fair. I need to finish Kokoro Connect because I know it's probably going to be higher than a 6 when I get finished with it. There's the Corpse Party movie, which
It's fire. Everyone should watch it. If you like a fun time with parties and dead people,
no, don't
that's
watch
it.
it. Play the
You should
game.
totally watch only the.
Totally don't watch the Corpse Party movie. It's not worth it. It's the show that only me and another person have watched. Metery Days. How
The
old is
fact
this
it's your
show?
highest six is funny to me.
It's almost 20 years old.
It's almost as old as me. I'm just kidding. It's not even close. So
Tokyo Revengers, I give a 7.
that's generous.
It's generous, really. I can't wait to go judge all your stuff.
That's fine, cause I am generous. I like
Oh,
Tokyo
girl.
Revengers. I just there's something about watching children murder each other's that just gets to me, man. It gets to me. I have a troubled time with it.
Okay, well
I don't like
there's a
permadeath for
lot
children.
of 7s. So I'm just gonna run through my favorite manga real quick. My favorite characters. Then I'm gonna go judge you.
Okay,
So,
fine.
favorite
Hit it.
manga? Berserk. Best manga of all time, obviously. Don't know what this other loser in the call is talking about. Refuses to read it. Um, Love Rerun, also known as Love Theory. I don't know why I like it so much. I think it's like it's the first manga I read that wasn't the Pokemon Adventures manga, which I should put up here. I think that's why I like it so much. Diamond is Unbreakable. Favorite JoJo part.
I thought the
Um,
running with bulls or steel balls or something was your favorite, like
it's
everyone
probably
else's.
the okay. It's probably Steel Ball Run is probably the best JoJo part, but I still like Diamond is Unbreakable the best. I still like part 4 the best.
That's the one in a town, right?
Yes,
Ah,
that's the crazy,
I know
noisy,
JoJo.
bizarre town.
I know JoJo. I didn't watch all of it just to say I watched it.
The world God only knows.
That's a world only you know.
I like it. I don't know. Uh, Great Teacher Onizuka. I just like the manga better than the anime. Higurashi. I think the manga just does stuff that the visual novel can't. And Mikashi Hin was my favorite arc of the visual novels that I've read. Death Note. I like the manga's ending better than the animes. Azumanga Daioh. It's just a fun read. Ibitsu. Really short, or yeah, it's just a short, scary
It's short.
story. Really gross, really disturbing. You've read it, haven't you?
Yeah, we have it on our shelves. I've definitely
On the
read it.
gross scale, how would you rate it?
I don't know. It was disturbing more than gross, I think. There's
Yeah,
certain drawings that are required to see if it's gross definition wise for me. That one was just kind of disturbing, but fun. A fun time.
it was definitely fun if you like disturbing stuff.
Yeah, horror is great. It's a great series that is newer to me, so there's a lot of stuff that I enjoy from it.
Um, Eden no Ori, Cage of Eden. I just liked reading it. It's about people escaping Dinosaur Island.
Like the Little Garden arc.
Shut up. Uh,
Sorry, we're watching One Piece on the side just to say we watched One Piece. So
favorite characters. I guess we'll just go through these extremely quickly. Union. I don't have a
obvious
Union
reasons.
profile picture, but yeah. Makoto from Persona 5. Yeah.
I mean, could have been Haru. I'm just saying she's better, but whatever.
Okay, fine. I'll say a character and then you say a character from the series that you like more cuz I know that you're going to say that
I'm
cuz
gonna say like all of their friends at this point.
cuz you're just going to sass me.
I am.
Best waifu from Konosuba is Yunyun.
Megumin.
What
I
the
just think she's
heck?
cooler. Out of the two
Makoto
Crimson
from Persona
Demons,
5.
Haru from Persona 5 is mine. I love her. She's so
Guts
cute.
from Berserk.
Griffith. He's the pretty boy of the squad.
He Rise from Persona 4.
Chie. Chie is by far the best. It is her harem. Everyone bows to her will and belongs to her. All praise
I'd like to
Chie.
see you like argue this one. It's Char from Gundam.
The robots
The
are bad.
robots. You can't beat Char. Char snipes someone's head off.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I don't know Gundam enough to make. I like the new designs for the most recent ones that I've seen.
And then I have back to back Okabe and Christina.
Uh, Solid 10 out of 10 would pick them as well, but only the English dub. Goof Squad.
Josuke from Part 4.
Um,
I already know what you're gonna say. You like Yukiko.
I like the fact that they get together. That's about it. If that's who I'm thinking you're talking about, but
Mio from K-On!
Rit 2 is better. She is my love. Yeah, she's so cute.
Ryusui from Dr. Stone.
Um, he's solid. You know what? This freaking is great.
Alright. I'm surprised. I thought you would pick someone else from Dr. Stone.
I should pick Kisuke, but like nobody knows who he is. Or if they do, shout out to those guys, because that guy's a real MVP. He's adorable, cute old man, and I love him to death. Hopefully he doesn't die.
The old man.
He's so old, but he's so cool. But no, Ryusei's pretty nifty.
Alright, time to make fun of you.
Capitalism.
You
You don't
only
want to talk
have
about your
one.
people?
No. You have one favorite anime, just Full Metal Alchemist.
Listen, I didn't do favorites for reasons. I think the lists themselves speak for what go in order, so that's what
Magic
I
Knight
use it
Ray Earth
for.
and Magic Knight Ray Earth 2. Favorite
Okay,
manga.
Magic Knight Rayearth is perfect. Altogether the best serialization ever made. No one can change my mind.
Who the heck are
God
these
led me to
people?
it.
I
I can
get
tell you.
Clamp. I get Clamp. Your freaking
Okay.
profile picture is the green girl from Ray Earth.
Yeah.
But Ueda Rinko?
Okay, so Clamp, obviously a manga author group. They're great. They make some fun things, sometimes questionable in some instances, but then they go back and say, "Don't worry about it." No, I don't worry about it. Rinko Ueda, she is an older serialization mangaka that I've bought her work and I love every time I read it. It is ultra shoujo stuff, so very cutesy, very romantic, very like, ooh, so sweet. And I love that. She's great. And I have reread her stuff before. I've just sat in my closet and been like, yes, cute. Love it. Um, and then the last one is strictly for his art, uh, Kyo Kyujo. And he's only done like two things to my knowledge. One, he did the art for Trinity Blood, which I think is gorgeous. I love the way it looks. And the other is Zone OO, another series lost to time because they were being published by Tokyo Pop. But overall, I like the way it looks. And
All right,
so,
let's
yeah,
let's make fun of this loser.
don't make fun of me.
Only
Can we,
110 just for Mab.
yeah, I feel like that makes sense.
All right.
To reserve the number for all those. I also have notes, by the way. So
Oh,
if
we
there's,
can see him. Oh, we
yeah,
can see him.
questions or concerns, you can ask me.
What? Why is Squid Grill a 9?
Solely for one episode and one episode alone. It's the one where it's a dream sequence where Squid Girl is tiny and she's like the pet to the main girl. It's really sweet.
I
And I love
see
it.
that you love this series. Next to Wodakoi.
Wodakoi. I love Wodakoi. It is perfect. The only reason it's a 9 is because it's not more. It's too small.
It's 11 episodes.
It needs more. Once they animate the DVD chapter from the book, I will give them a 10 automatic. But I don't think they will, which makes me sad.
Okay, let's see. That's the Bunny Senpai movie.
Funny Senpai movie makes me cry. Oh my gosh.
Just screaming more for Dorohedoro. I thought it got a second season.
If it got one, I haven't seen it yet, but it does a very good work for the manga because I love the manga. I didn't think I would because I'm like, Lizard Man, gross. Wrong. Lizard Man is peak, okay? He's great, but even more peak is his best friend, and I love her, and you should love her too. She's great.
Took you 4 years to finish and still cried at the end for angle bites?
I was in middle school, and for some reason, I just stopped watching it. And then when I was about to graduate high school, I was like, hey, yo, I should finish this manga and anime. Sorry, anime, because I was watching. I should buy the manga if it exists. Um, and it'd been so long, but I still like knew the characters in my heart, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, stop it. Yeah, and I cried like for the whole night. And my dad even knocked on the door and he said, "You okay in there?" I'll be like, I'm fine." But like generally, no. It took me so long to finish, but it was still very sad for me.
Okay. Yeah, Batum is like an 8, and I do agree. I needed a second season because
I
I
mean,
paid for their mobile game.
for those who don't know, Batum is a great series about
Bombs.
bombs, indeed. Thus the words Batum. Um, But
Okay.
apparently, when they were finishing up their first season, they made the mobile game and were like, hey, if we get enough downloads and people pay for the game, we can make a second season. Obviously, it didn't work because they never made a second season. But
I wanted a
maybe.
second season.
But it was really fun. Super enjoyable time. Very reminiscent of Battle Royale style
It's Fortnite with
series.
bombs.
Or you could say what it's Battle Royale. That's the first manga that it would have been inspired by. But sure, Fortnite with bombs
It's
and only
PUBG with
bombs.
bombs. With only bombs. Oh boy, it's Zombieland Saga. You didn't put a little note under it,
I don't know what to put for it
even
to
though
be
you
honest.
spent like $500 on figures.
We don't say that number. We just say I have two pretty dresses
Two
on two
very
amazing
expensive
thingies.
figures.
So for Zombieland Saga, there is a set that the artist did wedding dresses for two of the characters, and then they made figures, and I had to buy them. I have an obsession. It's not gonna go away,
The
but I am
heck?
gonna buy them.
Detective Conan movie 23?
Oh my god, this film is great. I
Do you
got to
watch the
watch it.
other
No,
22 movies?
they only had the 23 movie on the flight. I watched it on a plane trip. And I was like, I have a friend that likes Conan. I'll watch the first 2 episodes. I'm sure it won't be that hard to understand. It wasn't. It was really easy to get into, and it was shot in a location that truly existed. It was
Hey, 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 hey,
in
hey.
Singapore. Yeah,
When did you finish Call of the Night?
we finished Call of the Night.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we
We watched
didn't.
all the episodes. Oh, then maybe I watched them without you. Maybe you took too long. Don't worry about it. We can watch them again. But yeah, no, I like Call of the Night. It's great. Truly an amazing
Bruh,
setting for some people that
look at
like walking in
this.
the night.
Everyone, look at
And
this. Look at
what?
this trash.
Keep
Giving
saying, look at this.
Ava, giving Ava a 5.
'Cause I don't like it.
Giving Ava, putting Ava on the same level as Orange. Putting
Yeah,
Ava
'cause
on
I
the
don't like.
putting Ava on the same level as One Punch Man season 2.
That's just me being spiteful of animation, alright? Season 2 wasn't as bad as probably it could be. I just wish the original studio did it.
Putting Ava just barely above Pretty Boy Detective Agency.
See, I'm nice. That is the lowest I will go as a 4, because why waste my time on anything lower? Uh, I had to watch that show. It had pretty people, but like they knew they were pretty, so what was the point? It's so arrogant, and the fact that the cast literally has an elementary school kid in it really pissed me off. I was like, God, I've never hated kids so much more than right now. Also, just really stupid story. Though the input opening's at 10 out of 10, I watch that stuff every time. Anyway, I have quite a lot to watch, and I don't really rate things unless I've watched them all, so I need to rate some other things, but yeah. Yeah, see, my list is nice, short, sweet, to the point, not too long.
Not too long. Me, me, me.
Yeah. And of course, if we went to my manga list, you could also find my links to Instagram, where you can see my reviews. A lot of these are continuing because unfortunately they're still being published. Oh.
Or you just don't have the volumes.
Yeah. I will say I have more tens for mangas than I do for animes.
I saw. We're looking at it right now.
Oh.
Imaginary Rares. Imaginary Rares too. Suki no Shippo.
So you remember that author I talked about? That's her work. I love Tale of the Moon. It's great. I really enjoy it. It's about ninjas in the what's Nobunaga period of time in Japan. Uh and you actually get to watch him burn down in his building, which I was like, "Oh, never once did I realize they were throwing in legitimate historical figures in that story until like much later in my life, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I read a historical fiction. That's so nifty."
Well, anyway, thank you all for joining us for this look at our anime lists. Hopefully, sometime in the future, we'll look back and see how much it's changed. And
Hopefully, I'll update mine.
yeah, and maybe we'll bring in some other people to roast theirs because I know some people that have some pretty bad tastes, pretty trash tastes.
Talking about yours again?
Talking about yours.
Mine was great. It was
Anyway,
perfect.
thank you for joining us. See you guys next time.
Read more.